Oh. Okay. Good morning, cubies and newbies. I am Sunshine, and I am the creator of the ABCube tutorial method for solving Rubik's type cubes. It is a beginner's method for advanced cubing, and I believe it's not designed for speed, but it is designed for increasing the intuitive, being able to solve it intuitively, which will increase your speed later on. So it is built for beginners, but I believe that, like I said, I think that it will help everybody. Today's Monday, so happy Memorial Day. I hope you guys sorry, I need some water. Good morning. I don't know how to. It's nice to see. I have two users right now. Freak Babe TV and I have no idea. But hi, good morning. On Mondays, I usually do corners. So let's scramble some cubes. And, oops, wait a minute. I don't want to do the, you know what? Today I want to work on this one. It's a bump cube. It has two solves. And so I'm gonna start by scrambling it. This will be one of the cubes that we solve. Okay. All right. Let's do this. And this one, scramble, scramble, scramble. Okay, and the normal 3x3. Okay. All right, so let's start with the three. I'm going to be solving these three by color and these three by shape, because these ones are, okay, so this one, of the two bump cubes, I'm going to solve this one by color and this one by shape, and at the same time I do these. So, if you have any questions, if you want me to help you, if you want to help me demonstrate on your cube, otherwise I'm just going to jump in. The formula, the ABCube method uses these two formulas. This is 4 moves. This is 8 moves, written like we read in English. And you take the cube and you look at the front of the cube as if it were columns and rows on a spreadsheet. And I only use two arrows, one arrow, one line. The arrow represents the row or column that is being moved, and the cube represents the rest of the cube. So on a 2x2, that's very intuitive. On a 3x3, which cubes you're working on determines which columns you're going to use. There's always only, for Formula B, there's only 2 columns. So what we're going to do first is the corners. We're not going to go through, we're going to take it step by step. We're not going to go through from beginning to end, because then it's easier I find it's easier for me to go step by step when I'm learning something. So corners, we first do corners, because no matter which cube you have, they all have 4 corners, 8 corners, they all have I know words, I just can't use them properly. Okay, so let's start here. When you're working on the corners, you ignore everything but the corners. You don't get distracted by the edges or the centers. And there's really only 4 ways to make a mistake with my method. One is you drop the cube in the middle, or you accidentally turn the cube rather than turning just a slice. The second way is to get confused looking between the corners, like if you get confused about which piece you're working on. And then the third way you can make a mistake is to lose track of which column you're on, or I just forgot what I was saying. So let me just start. I like to do yellow first. So start by bringing yellow to the top. I'll make use of the centerpiece, but if you don't have centerpiece, that's fine. This cube is already yellow on top, so I'm going to use that as I'm going to just use that as pre-existing. I look at this corner right here, the up front right corner, and there are 3 colors on that corner. If one of them is yellow, then I can work on this piece. Which in this case it is. There's a yellow right here. All right. Okay. So there's yellow in one of these three colors. So you do formula A. Now formula A is going to switch these two, and keep switching these two until they come back to their original position. But as they switch and come back, they will be twisting. So the action is taking place in this area. So I want to move this piece to the top. Well, this piece is going to go down. So I move this piece out of the way. I move the space where it's going to be down. I move the piece into the space and the cube together back up. Okay, is my yellow on top? No, not yet. So I'll do that again. Away, down, in, up. Is my yellow on top? Yes. Okay. Then I'm going to, holding my cube steady, I'm going to slide the top to move it out of the way and protect it. And I'm going to work on this cube. Is there a yellow somewhere on this cube? And the answer is no, there is not. So I look underneath here. Is there a yellow on this cube? And the answer is yes. If the answer is no, I just rotate the bottom row by quarter turns until the answer is yes, because there will be 4 yellows. So there is a yellow. It's on the bottom. Formula A, away. This piece moves away. This piece moves down. This piece moves in. And then they both come up. Okay. Is yellow on top? Not yet. Do it again. Out, down, in, up. Is yellow on top? No. Do it again. Out, down, in, up. And yellow's on top, so I move it out of the way. Now, of course, for you guys who are more advanced, you can do the reverse. You can do an inverse. The first 4 you can just do intuitively. But I teach brand new beginners, and so you will be able to use whatever shortcuts you have and love. But for people who don't have those shortcuts or haven't spent the time or taken the time to memorize algorithms and do all that, this is just this is the beginner's method. So there's yellow on top. Out, down, in, up. Is yellow on top? No. Out, down, in, up. Is yellow on top? No. Out, down, in, up. Is yellow on top? No. Is yellow on top? There we go. Yellow is on top. Let's do that for this one. Here's a yellow. Is the yellow here? No. So I look under the bottom. Is yellow here? No. So quarter turns of the bottom row until the answer is yes. Is there a yellow in one of these 2 squares now? 2 corners now? Yes. Then formula A. I move the piece away, the space down, the piece into the space, and then up again. Is yellow on top? No, so I do it again. Out, down, in, up, out, down, in, up, out, down, in, up, out, down, in, up. There it is. Slide the top layer to move it out of the way and give me another cube to work on without disturbing the bottom. Is there a yellow on top? Yes. So formula A. Keep going until the color's on top. Out, down, in, up. Yellow's on top. Great. Move it to the side and work on this space. Is there a yellow on this cubie? No. Is there a yellow on this cubie? No. So rotate the bottom row by quarter turns until the answer is yes. Now the answer is yes. So there's a yellow on one of these two corners. I move the bottom out, the space down, the cube in, and the space back up again, and yellow's on top. Okay. Working on yellow again. So, oh dearie me, that's too easy. Let's work again. Okay. All right. Here is a yellow. Here's a yellow. So I look at this corner. Is there a yellow here? No. I look below. Is there a yellow here? No. Okay. So I rotate the bottom row until the answer is yes. So now is there a yellow on one of these two corners? Yes. So formula A will bring the yellow to the top. 1 through 5 times it's going to happen. Out, down, in, up, and there's a yellow. Okay, slide the yellow away from the top row to protect it and work on a different corner that needs to work on. Is there a yellow on this cube? Yes. If not, I would look here, but as long as there's a yellow on one of these two cubes, formula A will bring it to the top. So out, down, in, up, out, down, in, up, and there is a yellow on top. Slide it out of the way and keep going. Is there a yellow here? No. Is there a yellow here? No. So I slide the bottom by quarter turns until the answer is yes. Is there a yellow here? Yes. So out, down, in, up, yellow's on top. Great. I'm going to set the center just because I can. So these yellows are done. There's no yellow, so I'm doing by shape. Since as I'm holding the cube, it's easier for me to feel the large cubes rather than the small cubes because they stick out more. So largest is our first color. So this is a large. This is a large piece. Let's see if it's the largest piece. By moving, I'm going to move the centers to match it. That doesn't match. That doesn't match. That doesn't match. 4. Okay, so let's try go in the other direction. Well, that matches, but we're working on centers right now. All right, I'm going to leave that there. Let's work on centers another direction. 1, 2. There we go. Okay, so that is indeed the tallest center. So this is the tallest piece. This is the tallest side. Okay, so we'll start here. We're looking at this piece. Does this have the tallest on it? No. Does this have the tallest on it? Maybe. So let's do formula A. Let's see. Move it up to C. Yes. Yes. It's not the right size. So that is not a long piece. That is not the tallest piece. So the answer there is no. Rotate the bottom row by quarter turns. Is this the largest piece? No. Is this the largest corner? Maybe. Nope, not the right size. Turn it again. Is this the largest piece? Yes, it is the right size. So we're going to use formula B to turn it to the top. Out, down, in, up. And there we go. Formula A to bring it to the top. I think I said B. Sometimes I don't tell the truth. All right, so rotate the top. Now I'm looking for another one. This looks like it might be. Check the size. It is the right size. So out, down, in, up, out, down, in, up. There it is. Rotate the top. This also looks like it's the right size. Out, down, in, up, out, down, in, up. And now largest size is on all four corners. So that's step one of the corners. Step two is we're going to look at the yellows on top. Now we look at the other colors to see whether they match. At this point in time, either they will all match, the sides will all match, ignoring the centers, just looking at the corners. All of them will match, none of them will match, or one side will match. Just because of the mathematics of the cube. Can't be any other way. So red does not equal blue, green equals green, orange does not equal blue, red does not equal orange. So the color that matches is green. We're going to hold the cube so that the matching colors go to the back. And then we're going to do formula B. So formula B, top row, first column, second column. So we move, slide first up, reverse second up, reverse down, and reverse down. You can see that every other horizontal move is a horizontal move, and it's the reverse of the previous one. And then for the verticals, it's an up, and a down, and a down. So we did that, and now it looks like we've messed up our yellows, but they're still on the top. Formula A will bring them back to the top again. So out, down, in, up, out, down, in, up. Slide the top to protect it, and keep going. Out, down, in, up, out, down, in, up. Slide the top to protect it, keep going. Out, down, in, up, out, down, in, up. And now when we like to see if the corners match, they do. Okay, so move to this one. Orange does not equal red, blue does not equal green, orange does not equal red, blue does not equal green. There's a shortcut I could take. I can do R2, F2, R2, and now they all match. But I'm going to undo that because I'm demonstrating how I teach newbies. So since none of them match, I'm going to do formula B and then A to bring yellow to the top again, and then one side will match. So slide up, slide up, slide down, slide down. Formula A to bring it color back to the yellow back to the top again. Slide the top, bring formula A to bring color to the top again. Slide the top, work on the last corner. And now when we look at it, red does not equal green, but orange equals orange. So the side that matches goes to the back. We do formula B again. Top, up, top, up, top, down, and A to bring yellow to the top, which we already know the A, so it doesn't matter. So we're formula A to bring the color to the top, formula A to bring the color to the top. When the yellow's on top on all four corners, the sides now match. So we'll put that one there. Let's go down to this one. This is the bump cube, but we're solving it by color. So looking just at the corners, red does not equal green, orange equals orange, blue does not equal red, blue does not. So the orange matches. It goes to the back, and formula B, top, first up, top, second up, top, down, top, second down. And then formula A will bring my yellow back to the top again. Out, down, in, up, out, down, in, up. Slide the top so you can keep going. Out, down, in, up, out, down, in, up. Slide the top so you can keep going. Out, down, in, up, out, down, in, up. Yay! Now the sides match, side corners match. So these first four are correct to each other. Here we're dealing with shapes rather than colors, and let's look at these two are not the same shape. These sides 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 are not the same shape. So none of them match. So again, we could do R2, F2, R2, and they match, but I'm not taking shortcuts here. So if none of the sides match, doesn't matter which way you hold to the front, do Formula B, Formula A to bring it back to the top, and then one side will match. So top, up, top, up, top, down, and then Formula A, out, down, in, up, out, down, in, up, slide the top and keep going, out, down, in, up, out, down, in, up, slide the top and keep going, out, down, in, up, out, down, in, up. And now when we look at the top, the largest is on top on all four corners. Look to see these sides are not the same size, these are not the same size, these are not the same size, but these are. So they go to the back. We do Formula B again. Slide up, slide up, slide down, slide down. Formula A brings it back to the top. Okay, that's to the top. Slide the top and keep going. Out, down, in, up, out, down, in, up, and slide the top and keep going. Out, down, in, up, out, down, in, up. And now the first four corners are correct to each other. Okay? With the first four corners correct to each other, you place them face down. Boom. So now we're going to work on the second four corners. And the way when we work on these four corners, we're just using A and B, which means the bottom is going to look like it's scrambling, but then it's going to resolve and resolve itself, because these formulas will not mess up anything but what you're trying to work with. And I'm trying to work with the top four corners, so the bottom four corners are not going to be messed up. So opposite yellow is white. If you don't know that, just look at the colors that are matching the yellow and pick the color that is not it, but you're looking for a color that's on top of all four corners, which is white. So this is white and this is white already, so let's start from this side and let's work on this cube. Formula A brings your color to the top, so out, down, in, up, out, down, in, up. Okay, when your color's on top, slide the top row to move it out of the way and keep going. Out, down, in, up, out, down, in, up, out, down, in, up, out, down, in, up. Okay, bottom four corners, white color's on top. Check the sides. Red matches, the other three do not. So red goes to the back, and I do Formula B and then A to bring it back to the top again. Slide up, slide down, out, and then back to A, out, down, in, up, out, down, in, up. Slide the top, keep going with A, slide the top, keep going with A, and yellow, the white's on top, sides matched. Second four corners are correct. My first four corners did not get scrambled. And so now all I have to do is rotate the top by quarter turns until the top and bottom are correct to each other. And now these 8 corners are all correct to each other. So let's do the same here. Yellow is correct. It goes face down, working with white. These 2 are correct, so let's start here. Formula A until the white's on top. Then slide it out of the way, keep going. And because it's always going to be because of the mathematics of the cube itself, the bottom does never get messed up because of what we're doing. So we're looking, red matches, the others do not, so red goes to the back. Formula B, up, up, down, down. Formula A to bring the white back to the top, out, down, and up, out, down, and up. Slide the top, keep going, slide the top, keep going. Okay, now your second 4 corners are correct to each other. And so your first 4 corners are also correct. So the first and second corners are correct to each other. Rotate the top row until their top is correct to the bottom. And those 8 corners are all solved to each other. And the 2 by 2 is done. So again, yellow is correct. Yellow corners are correct to each other, so they go face down. We're dealing with white corners. Okay. Pick a corner that does not have the white on top, and that's where you start. And put it in your top front right, under your right thumb. Formula A will bring it down and up and twist it until the white's on top. So we're going to do that. So we go out, down, in, up, out, down, in, up. Okay, keep going. Out, down, in, up, out, down, in, up. Keep going. Okay, white's on top, slide it out of the way. Keep going, white is not on top. Out, down, in, up. Out, down, in, up. White is not on top yet, keep going. Out, down, in, up. Out, down, in, up. 1 second. Refresh. Hi guys. Okay, white's on top, slide it out of the way. White is not on top, formula A will bring it to the top. So out, down, in, up, out, down, in, up. Keep going. Out, down, in, up, out, down, in, up. And now the second 4 corners are correct. Nope, they're not. Okay, so white's on top again. And doing that did not mess up our yellow. Oh, I didn't shape the yellow yet. Oh, no, I'm not. There's no shaping because I'm doing it by colors. I got confused. Ignore me. Okay, so white is on top on all 4 corners. The sides don't match yet. Here's a blue. Blue equals blue, but orange does not equal green. Red does not equal orange, etc. The side that matches goes to the back. Formula B again. And then when we use A to bring the white to the top again, this time the sides will match. So slide up, slide up, slide down, and then formula A to bring the white back to the top, out, down, in, up, out, down, in, up, slide it out of the way to keep going, out, down, in, up, out, down, in, up. Okay, white's on top, slide it out of the way to protect it and keep going. Out, down, in, up. Out, down, in, up. White's on top, sides match. If your bottom does not still match, it's because you rotated the cube instead of rotating the top to keep it safe. Okay, so top 4 corners are correct to each other, bottom 4 corners are correct to each other. Check to see whether the top is correct to the bottom, and if not, rotate the top by quarter turns until it is. There you go. Green is correct to green, so these 4 corners are correct to each other. And I'm just gonna, I can set the center there because I can. So there we go. And then this last one, and this is, but I gotta keep my mind straight here. Shape. So, first 4 corners are correct to each other, these longest ones. And because of the nature of a cube, opposite the longest will be the shortest. So, this one is short. So this one is not. So I'm going to formula A to bring the short side to the top. Out, down, in, up. Out, down, in, up. There it is. That matches. Slide it out of the way. These do not. So out, down, in, up. Out, down, in, up. Keep going. Out, down, in, up. Out, down, in, up. Those match. Slide it. All 4 are now short. All 4 corners on the top are now the short side. So we look to see if the sides match. These look the same shape. These look the same shape. These look the same shape. So bottom 4 corners are correct to each other. Top 4 corners are correct to each other. Slide the top row until the top and bottom are correct to each other. Those are not the same. Those are. Those are. So now the 8 corners are correct to each other. Okay. So that was the corners. I will start working on the edges on tomorrow. Is there anything you guys want to talk to me? Anything you want me to see me do on any of my other cubes before I sign off? How are you guys all doing today? Do you have any plans for today? You gonna go do anything fun? I'm going to go visit my son and 2 of my grandbabies, and because that will be fun. I love being near them. being a grandma is the best job in the world. Okay, so anybody? All right. I normally have a novelty item that I share at this point in time. Okay, here's a novelty item. This is the largest 3x3 that I have. I actually I bought it because I was buying another one for a friend of mine at the time, and I wanted to have it as well. My friend was nearly blind and was going to be blind after the next eye operation that he had, and so he was having me teach him, and I had a normal size cube, and I was teaching him. He said, I want a bigger cube. And I said, oh, well, what do you want? 4x4, 5x5? How big do you want? He said, no, I want a bigger 3x3. I'm like, okay. And so because we were going blind, I mean, I know they have cubes for blind people that have, well, one of them is blue and has dice, what do you call it? Pips, dice pips on each side. But he couldn't determine, that was too hard for him. And then other ones have Braille on the top, but rather than that, I went to the dollar store and I took this big huge cube like that, and I went through the dollar store and I found 6 different shapes and sizes of beads, and then I just super glued the 6 different kinds of beads, so that when he'd look at it, could have, some of them were bumpy, some of them were smooth, some of them had holes in the middle, some of them were not, and so then he could just feel the shape of the large button or so. And so I made that for him, gave it to him. Oh, he was ecstatic. He was, thank you so much. So that's my large cube. I did have a larger one because I have grandbabies. They have it's about, I can't show you. It's about yay big. It's a 2x2. It's a plushy 2x2 made by Rubik, and it's an actual working 2x2 made out of plushie, but the corners are easy to twist, but if you don't twist the corners, you can solve it as a real Rubik's Cube. And so I got that for my grandbabies. And I bought 2, but I gave the other one away. So I'm going to have to buy those again. So that's my novelty item. And those are I did the corners. And that's it. I'm going to go play with my family, and I suggest you guys do something fun as well. And I will be back tomorrow to take the next step of solving. I feel like I saw a TikTok yesterday, and it was from Miss Molly, who was the host of Romper Room. And I think of Romper Room and Mr. Rogers as the first vloggers or live streamers, because they interacted with their audience. And she had this mirror that she would hold up at the end of the thing, and she would romper, stomper, bumper, boo, tell me, do, tell me, did all my friends have fun? Tell me today, did all my friends have fun at play? And then at the end, she starts reading off the names of her viewers. Let's see, who do I see here? I see so-and-so, and so-and-so, and so-and-so. And I always, when I'm live streaming, I just always feel like Romper Room. When I see the list of people who are watching me, I feel like I should be calling out your names and saying, thank you for have a wonderful day. Yes, I'm old. Okay, you guys go have fun, and I will be back here tomorrow. Bye.